Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to start relations and functions. This is the second chapter for CBSE and second chapter for ISC 11th standard. It continues to 12th standard also, so it's a very important chapter. Relations. Introduction of a relation. Well, the word itself carries its meaning, isn't it? In daily life, we come across many relations, such as teacher and a student, mother and a daughter, isn't it? Book and its cost. So there is some connection between two things. That is called relation. Mathematically, I've listed out few relations here. Area of the circle with radius r is pi r square. So area is related to radius. As radius changes, area changes. Line L1 is perpendicular to line L2. So the relationship is perpendicularity of two lines. The relationship here is perpendicularity. Line L1 is parallel to line L2. So here the relationship it's parallel. So two things connected by a relation. Ordered pairs. Well, I think you all know this, right? Because we used to do this in graph also. Ordered pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D, X, Y, etc. Make sure that you don't write ordered pairs like this. This is a set. This way if you write it, we call this as a set. This way if you write it, we call this as a ordered pairs. Equality of ordered pairs. If A, B is equal to C, D, which means ordered pair A, B equal to ordered pair C, D, if and only if, IFF stands for if and only if A equals C and B equals D. So if and only if A equals C, B equal to D. Now here I've given an example to understand this concept. So here x square minus 3x and y square plus 4y is equal to minus 2, 5. So that means first element is equal to first element, second element is equal to the second element. So x square minus 3x is equals to minus 2 and y square plus 4y equals to 5. Right? So x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0 and y square plus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. Now let's factorize this. So we get x minus 1 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Whereas over here y minus 1 into y plus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1, 2 and y equals to 1, minus 5. So this is how we find x, y if the ordered pairs are similar to this. We have sums in the textbook also. So just take this question where x by 3 plus 1, x by 3 plus 1, y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3, 1. Both are ordered pairs. So what do? We just equate them. X by 3 plus 1 equals to 5 by 3 and y minus 2 by 3 equals to 1 by 3. So this way we find the value of x and y. Isn't it? So this is questions set of ordered pairs where they are equal. Alright. The next topic is Cartesian product. Cartesian product. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Then the set of all the ordered pair A comma B for all A that belongs to capital A and all B that belongs to capital B is called as the Cartesian product of A and B. It is written as A cross B. So we read this as A cross B. Now, there is an example given under this. Let's try this and understand it better. Now, A is a set which contains 1, 5 as its element. B is a set which contains 2, 6 as its element. C is a set contains 2, 4 as its elements. Now they want us to find A Cartesian product or A cross of B union C. So first thing is to find B union C. B union C. What is union? Clubbing B and C set, isn't it? When you club B and C set, we get 2, 4, 6, right? Next is A cross of B union C. Now what is A? A is 1, 5 cross, and what is B union C? B union C is 2, 4, 6. Now, let's find the elements of A cross of B union C, which is inside a flower bracket, ordered pair 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 6, 5, 2, 5, 4, and 5, 6. Right? So, every element of X of A will be paired with the next set. Likewise, the next element also. So this is how we find Cartesian product of two sets. Now let's do some questions from your textbook. I have chosen some from the NCERT textbook. Question number 6. A cross B contain ordered pair A comma X, A comma Y, B comma X and B comma Y. They want us to find the elements of A set and the B set. Well, if it's A cross B, all the first elements will come from A set, isn't it? All the first element will come from A set. All the second elements, that's Y, X, will come from B set, right? So, A set will contain A and B, whereas B set contain X and Y, right? Remember, elements should not be repeated inside a set. Now, the eighth one. A set contain 1, 2, B set contain 3, 4. Write A cross B. What is A cross B? A cross B equals set bracket, inside that ordered pair 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3 and 2, 4, right? All right. How many subsets will A cross B have? Well, how many? So that means the number of subsets. What is the formula for subsets? 2 power n, right? So here we have 4 elements. So the number of subsets will be 2 to the power of 4, 16. Isn't it? Right. Now, let's go to the next page. There is an interesting question here. The Cartesian product of A cross A, that means A crossed with A itself, has 9 elements. Okay, so that means n of A cross A equals to 9. We know n of A cross A is equals to n of A cross n of A cross n of A. That's possible if each has only 3 elements, right? Each has 3 elements. Of the order pairs found here is minus 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Some of the order pairs are minus 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Minus 1 comma 0, 0 comma 1. Now tell me, where do these elements coming from? They're coming from A set, isn't it? Right? So the first elements coming from A set, second elements are also part of A set here because it's A crossed with A. So the elements in A is minus 1 comma 0 comma 1. Correct? So what all we covered so far, children? First we saw what is a relation in general. And then we saw what is ordered pairs and how to write it. Third, we saw equality of ordered pairs. Fourth, we saw Cartesian product of two sets. Now, we're formally getting into the relation definitions from the textbook. R is a relation from A to B implies R is a subset of A cross B. R is a subset of A cross B. R is a relation from A to B only when R is a subset of A cross B. Now what is A cross B? A cross B is a Cartesian product of A and B. Correct? A is a set, a non-empty set. B is a non-empty set. Now A cross B exists. Right? Now a relationship is defined between A and B. Based on the relationship, we form an R set. And R should be a subset of A cross B. Only then R is called as a relation. I would like to say this again and stress on this point. What is a relation? Relation set must be a subset of the cross product of two given set. Now, never forget the basic concept of relation, because this is going to help you in a longer run, because we are going to study the type of relations and all those things. So it's very important to know the basic of what a relation means. If there are two sets, A cross B exists between them, which is just the cross product of A and B. Now R set must not contain even one element that is not part of A cross B. So R should be purely a subset of A cross B. The next important definition is domain. Domain of R. A belongs to A, that means small a is an element of capital A set. And A comma B belongs to R. So that means ordered pair A comma B is an element of R set. What is R? Don't consider R as any real number. R is called as relation here. So R is a relation set where A comma B is one of the ordered pair, and A belongs to A set. For all values of P's that belong to B. Well, definition is always vague, right? The first element or the set of all the first entries of an ordered pair is called as an R. In simple, say R set contain 1, 2, 2, 4, just random, okay? 3, 6, something like this. All the first entries of the ordered pairs are called as the domain. Set of first entries in the ordered pairs of R is called as the domain of R. The next one is a range of R. Well, B belongs to B. B is an element of set B. A comma B is an ordered pair. A comma B is an ordered pair as an element of R for all value of belonging to A. That means set of all the second entries 2, 4, 6 are called as the range. So set of all the first entries of the ordered pairs are called as the domain. Set of all the second entries of the ordered pairs R is called as the range. Alright, now the total number of relation. How many relations are possible when they have a set n which has n number of elements and m number of elements? The maximum possible relation is 2 to the power of mn. The maximum possible relation is 2 to the power of mn. This comes as a 1 mark sum. Okay. Now, let's go in deep to understand domain, range, and one more topic called codomain. Yes, so here there is a question to make you understand this concept better. Let me read out the question once. Define a relation R on N. R is the relation, N is all natural numbers here. Define a relation R on N given by R is equal to X comma Y such that Y is equal to X plus 5, X is less than 4, X comma Y belongs to N, which is all natural numbers. Now, this way of representing the relation is the set builder form. You all are aware of that. Depict the relationship using rooster form, arrow diagram, write down the domain and range. Now, where is the relationship? X and Y are related by Y equals to X plus 5. So what is the relationship here? Y is equal to X plus 5 or Y minus X equals 5. So here this is the relationship that connects X and Y. Now, as X is less than 4 and X belongs to natural numbers, the elements of X are 1, 2 and 3. Now, Y is connected by X with the relation Y is equal to X plus 5. So, when X is 1, Y is 6. When X is 2, Y is 7. When X is 3, Y is 8. Correct? So, we get the ordered pairs of R now. What is R? R is a relation set which is 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8. Alright, this is the ordered pairs. Now, the first part of the question is write the relationship in rooster form. I've done that. So, this is the rooster form. Next is do it by arrow diagram. Arrow diagram. For arrow diagram, we first have to draw two oval circles. Two ovals. First represent X, second represent Y. The first circle always represents X, the second oval always represents Y. X belongs to N here, Y also belongs to N. But mind you, X has one more condition saying X is less than 4. So that means in X oval, I can take numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So on. X is less than 4. Now, Y 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Right? When I consider X, Y value was 6. So 1 will map to 6. 2 will map to 7. I like to bring this oval down. 8 and 9. So 3 will map to 8. Right? 3 will map to 8. So this is arrow diagram where X belongs to natural numbers, Y belongs to natural numbers, X is less than 4. But since X is all natural numbers, we write all natural numbers in Excel. But the mapping will only be for the numbers that is less than 4. 1, 2, 3. So when I substitute X as 1, my y value was 6. When I substitute x as 2, the corresponding y value was 7. When you substitute x as 3, the corresponding y value was 8. So this is how we represent it by the arrow diagram. Third, what is the domain? Well, domain or the set of ordered first elements of the ordered pairs. What are the ordered pairs of R? Well, these are the ordered pairs of R, isn't it? Now, all the first elements, that means 1, 2 and 3 are called as the domain elements. So, domain equals 1, 2, 3. Brush up the definition that I said. I said domain are the set of first entries of ordered pairs of R. Ordered pairs of R is the A subdivision. All the first entries of R is the domain set. Now what is the range set? Okay, the range set is all the second elements of the ordered pair. That's 6, 7 and 8. Now, I'm going to add one more subdivision to this question. Let's consider they ask us to find the codomain of the set. Codomain. What is codomain? Codomain is the set where the range belongs. Codomain is the set where the range belongs. Codomain is the set where the range belongs. Or I can say range set is a subset of the codomain set. Okay, so why are the elements of range? Y belongs to which set? Y belongs to set of natural numbers, right? Y belongs to set of natural numbers. So codomain set here is all natural numbers. Codomain set is the Y and Y is all natural numbers. So domain, range and codomain. The set of first entries of the ordered pairs R is the domain. The set of second entries of the ordered pairs of R is the range. The set where the range belongs, the range will be defined for a set. So that set is called as the codomain set. Okay, so this is the next question in which an arrow diagram is given and they want us to find few things. The first one, write the relation in rooster form. Write the relation in rooster form. Well, the answer for that is R equals set bracket. You can see in the diagram that when x is 4, remember the first set is x, the second set is y. X is related to y, where x belongs to P. Let's assume y belongs to Q, where x belongs to P and y belongs to Q. Now, as per the question, as per the diagram given, when x is 4, y is 2 or minus 2. When x is 9, y is 5 and minus, when x is 9, y is 3 or minus 3. When x is 25, y is 5 and minus 5. So the ordered pair will be 4, 2, 4, minus 2. 9, 3, 9, minus 3, 25, 5, 25, minus 5. This is writing our set in rooster form. Now, if we need to write the relation in set builder form, write the relation in set builder form. Set builder form. Write the relation in set builder form. Write the relation in set builder form. Now, Look at the relation here. When x is 4, y was 2 and minus 2. When x is 9, y is 3 and minus 3. When x is 25, y is 5 and minus 5. So what do you understand from this? When you square y, we get x value, isn't it? So in set builder form, r equals to element x comma y such that x is equals to y square, wherein x belongs to set B, P and y belongs to set Q. This is how we write in set builder form. The third subdivision, let it be finding the domain. Well, domain is the set of ordered first entries of the ordered pairs of R. This is R, right? And see the first entry is 4. Again 4, so I won't take that. 9, 25. So 4 comma 9 comma 25 is the domain. Now range. Range is set of second entries, which is minus 2, 2, 3, minus 3, 5, minus 5. So 2 comma minus 2, 3 comma minus 3, 5 comma minus 5. This is the range elements. Now what is the codomain here? Well, the range value belongs to which? Look at the arrow diagram. The range are the y1. Y belongs to which set? Q set. So range belongs to set Q, which is apparently here the same set. So range is equal to set Q, which is nothing but 2 comma minus 2 comma 2 comma, no, it's not the, I guess, 1 minute, let me see the diagram. Yeah, range is the Q set, which is 5, 3, 2, all this. But the mapping is only for few numbers. But codomain will be all the elements. Range is 5 minus 5, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. Whereas codomain is equal to set Q, which is 5, 3, 2, 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 5. Isn't a range a subset of Q? Yes. One last question to make you all clear with this concept. Let A contain 1, 2, 3, 5, B contain 4, 6, 9. A relation R from A to B is defined by R equals x comma y. The difference between x and y is odd. So here the relationship is x minus y should result in an odd number. X belongs to A and y belongs to B. They want us to find R in Brewster form, and they also want us to write R in arrow diagram form. Now, so let me rewrite the R set once again according to my understanding. X comma y, where x minus y is odd, where x belongs to set A and y belongs to set B. Right. Now, I'm going to scroll a bit. Yeah. Right. Now, difference between two numbers can be odd if one is even and the other one is odd, isn't it? X belongs to this set and y belongs to this set. So when I choose two numbers between these two sets, so if I'm choosing an odd number here, I should pair that with an even number here, because 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Ignore the sign, it's an odd number. Otherwise also it's odd. 1 paired with 6, odd. 1 minus 6. 1 minus 9 is even. So I'm not going to group 1 and 9. I'm not going to take 1 and 9, because the relationship here is difference between them must be odd, isn't it? So R set should be, if I choose 1 from A, I should pair 1 with 4 and 6. If I choose 2, then I should pair with 9. If I choose 3, then I should pair with 4 and 6. If I choose 5, I should pair with 4 and 6 again. Right? So I'm going to list that here. So R in rooster form is 1, 4, 1, 6, 2, 9, 3, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6. Right? The next, so this is the answer for subdivision number A. Subdivision number B is to give it an arrow diagram. So let's draw 2 ovals now. We've drawn 2 ovals where first is A and the second set is B. X belongs to A, remember, and Y belongs to B. What does A set contain? 1, 2, 3, and 5. What does B set contain? 4, 6, and 9. Right? The relation is 1 paired with 4, 1 paired with 6, 2, 4 paired with 9, and 3 paired with 4, 6, 5 paired with 4, 5 paired with 6. So this is the arrow diagram, right? Now what is the domain? Domain is the set of first ordered pair, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 5. What is the range? Second entry, which is 4, 6, 9. Yeah, 4, 6, 9. Now what is codomain? Codomain is the set where the range belongs. Let's go back to the question and see where Y belongs. Over here. Y belongs to set B. Y belongs to set B. So codomain is nothing but set B over here, which is nothing but the range set itself. 4, 6 question. Previous sums, there was some extra elements in the codomain set. Here, the codomain and the range set are one and same. Hope you're clear with this concept. Practice more sums in this model. Thank you.